everyone. Welcome to the second lecture of the series on curves and surfaces. Today I will talk about reparametrization of curves and its properties. So first we will see what is reparametrization of a given curve. So a parametrized curve, gamma tilde from some upper interval alpha tilde beta tilde to Rn is said to be a reparametrization of a parametrized curve gamma from upper interval alpha beta to Rn if there exists a bijective and smooth map phi from interval alpha tilde beta tilde to alpha beta such that its inverse phi inverse which is from alpha beta to alpha tilde beta tilde is smooth. So this is the criteria for smoothness for reparametrization of a curve. So a parametrized curve gamma tilde from this to Rn is said to be reparametrization of a parametrized curve. This if there exists a bijective and a smooth map phi from this interval to this one such that its inverse is also smooth. This bijectivity is required for the existence of this inverse map, and smoothness is required so that the reparametrization becomes smooth. So here we have this situation. This is interval alpha beta, and suppose this is a curve here. We have alpha tilde beta tilde. Here we have t tilde, and here the parameterization is t. This one is gamma. This one is gamma tilde. Here we have this point. Suppose this is gamma tilde t tilde. Then this one is equal to gamma of phi of t tilde. This map is phi, and this one is phi inverse. So we have this one for every t tilde belonging to alpha tilde beta tilde. Also here phi of t tilde is t for every t tilde belonging to this interval. So this is the criteria for the parameterization of a curve. So here once I have to remember that since phi is having inverse, if gamma tilde is reparametrization of gamma, gamma will be reparametrization of gamma tilde, and in that case phi inverse will be reparametrization map. In case of gamma tilde, phi is our reparametrized map. So now we will see some examples. So first example is parameterization of unit circle, we have this situation. Suppose alpha beta is interval, this is t, and we have the circle, this one, and if this is gamma, then we know that here gamma t is written in the form cos t sin t. And in this case, what is going on? This is radius vector and this is unity, and this angle is t. So we have this parameterization. Now let us take another interval, alpha tilde beta tilde, and here it is t tilde parameter, and this is phi, and phi is defined here as phi of t tilde equal to pi by 2 minus t. Means this we are taking our reparameterization map. So one can easily check that this phi will be bijective and smooth. So with the help of this we can define a reparameterization gamma tilde, and that will be such that this gamma tilde t tilde will be equal to gamma of phi of t tilde, and this is gamma at phi of t tilde, and phi of t tilde is this pi by 2 minus t. So that we can have here, and gamma t is defined like this. So we have here sin t cos t. So in this parameterization, the same point is denoted by here gamma tilde t is sin t cos t. The difference is that in the previous case the orientation was anti-clockwise, and in this case orientation will be clockwise. So this direction is now, this angle is t. In the second case this will be t, so that we will have this situation. So this is reparameterization or circle. Another example is, see the example 2. Suppose gamma from interval 0,4 to R3 be a parameterized curve, given by gamma t equal to this one root t, root t, and 1 minus t. Now if phi from 0,2 to 0,4 be a reparameterization map, given by phi of s equal to f square, then one can easily check that this phi is bijective and it is smooth, and its inverse is also smooth. So this will be a reparameterization map. So then gamma tilde from 0 to R3 will be a reparameterization of gamma, given by gamma tilde of s equal to gamma of phi of s, and this equals to gamma at phi of s is what? This is s square, and this equals to s cube 1 minus s square. So one can easily check that this will be a reparameterization of this parameterized curve gamma. So this is the reparameterization map. Now we have a small result. And the result says that if beta is a reparameterization of gamma with the phi as reparameterization map, then beta dash s equal to gamma dash at phi s multiplied with phi dash s, and this can be easily proved by using chain rule. We are given that beta is a reparameterization of gamma. The situation is like this. Suppose this is alpha beta, and here we have our curve, this one, and here we have alpha tilde, beta tilde, here it is t tilde. Suppose we are taking here s, so let us take s, here it is t. So we have this map as phi, it is given, this one is gamma and this one is beta. So here beta s is given to be gamma of phi of s. So by chain rule, when we will take the differentiation easily, this is beta dash s equal to gamma dash at phi s multiplied with phi dash at s. So easily we can find this. Now let us recall that what is a regularity of a curve. We have already discussed that a parameterized curve gamma defined from some open interval alpha beta to Rn is regular if its first derivative is non-zero at every point of that interval. So we will assume this one, and we will use this in the next results. So next we have a result. So that result says that any reparameterization of a regular curve is regular. Any reparameterization of a regular curve is regular. So let this one let gamma be a regular curve. Here it is gamma t. We have to show that its reparameterization is also regular. So we have this situation t tilde This map is gamma tilde. We have already seen this. This is phi, and this one is phi inverse. So now we have to show that if gamma tilde is reparameterization of gamma, then this gamma tilde is also regular whenever gamma is regular. So first assume that gamma is regular. Assume that gamma is regular. Then if gamma is regular, gamma dot t is non-zero for every t belonging to interval alpha beta. Now we have to show that gamma tilde is also regular. Now we have phi of t tilde equal to t. From here, differentiate this with respect to t. So d phi over dt tilde by dt, this equals to 1. By using chain rule, phi is function of t tilde and this t tilde is function of t. So we have this situation, and this will imply that d phi by dt tilde is non-zero. So we will use this result. Now again, from here we have gamma tilde of t tilde equal to gamma of phi of t tilde. This result. Now we have to show that this gamma tilde is regular. So let us differentiate this gamma tilde with respect to t tilde. So differentiating with respect to t tilde will give us d gamma tilde by dt tilde equal to d gamma by d phi into d phi by dt tilde. So this equals to, and phi at t tilde is what? This is t. So this is simply d gamma by dt and dt by dt tilde. Now see here, or we can just take this d phi by dt tilde, that will also work. So let us put this d phi by dt tilde. Now from this relation, d phi by dt tilde is non-zero. So this is non-zero, and it is given that our curve is regular. So gamma dot is also non-zero. Gamma dot means d gamma by dt. This is non-zero. So this one is also non-zero. So these two terms are non-zero. It means their product will be non-zero. Means this will be non-zero. So this will imply d gamma tilde by dt tilde is not zero for every t tilde belonging to alpha tilde, beta tilde, as d gamma by dt is non-zero for every t belonging to the interval alpha beta. And this implies that the reparameterized curve gamma tilde is regular. So easily we can prove this, that it is regular. Now this we can check by example. Let gamma t equal to cos t, sin t and T. This is the simplest example. This is a helix on a circular cylinder of radius 1. So we have taken gamma T to be this. Here gamma dot T is what? Minus sin T, cos T and 1. And here one can easily see that this gamma dot T is non-zero for every T belonging to interval. This one. Remember, this is the interval. For this parameterized curve, we have already seen this. This was a helix, circular helix. It means this curve is regular. Now let us talk about its reparameterization. This is regular, and we have to show that if this is regular, its reparameterization will be also regular. So now, since it is non-zero, it is regular. Now, this is gamma dot T. So what is its norm? Gamma dot T is, norm of gamma dot T is root 2. We have already done this example. So from here we can find its arc length as T from 0 to T, and this is norm gamma dot du, and this will comes out to be root 2T. Means this will imply T equal to S by root 2. So let us define, actually this will happen. So let us define phi of S equal to S by root 2 as reparameterization map. So if we define that this is the reparameterization map for this one, then what we will find here, that if the reparameterized curve is gamma tilde, then gamma tilde at S will be what? By our definition, gamma tilde S is what? By definition it is gamma of phi of S. This is our reparameterization map, phi. So from here it is gamma, and phi of S is what? S by root 2. So gamma at S by root 2 means we have to put T equal to S by root 2 in that formula. So this will give us cos S by root 2, sin S by root 2 and S by root 2. And one can easily check that gamma tilde dash, its derivative with respect to S, is what? This is 1 by root 2 sin S by root 2 with negative sign, 1 by root 2 cos S by root 2 and 1 by root 2, and again this will be non-zero because this third component is already constant. So whatever will be the value of S, this component will remain fixed this as a non-zero quantity. So this will be non-zero for every S belonging to the interval this. So we have shown that if the given curve is regular, then its reparameterization will be also regular. Furthermore, one can check that its norm will be 1. You can find its norm and this will be 1. Just take norm, then this will be 1 by 2 and plus 1 by 2, so that will be 1. It means the reparameterized curve is a unit speed curve. If norm is 1, then the curve is unit speed curve. And this also suggests that whenever the reparameterized parameter is arc length, then automatically this becomes a unit speed curve. Or in other words, you can see that arc length parameterization is unit speed parameterization. Next, there is a result, and very important result. And that result says that a reparametrization beta of a parametrized curve is orientation preserving if phi dash is greater than 0 and it is orientation reversing if phi dash is less than 0. Remember here phi dash is what? It is reparametrization map, which is in between the two open intervals. So if the derivative of reparametrization is greater than 0, then the reparametrization will be orientation preserving, and if it is less than 0, then the reparametrization will be orientation reversing. For example, in the case of circle, you have seen that the reparametrization was what? Phi was given as pi by 2 minus t. Phi was pi by 2 minus t. So here phi dash is what? It is minus 1. Derivative of phi with respect to t is minus 1. Phi dash, or you can write phi dot, whatever be the situation. So this is minus 1, and which is less than 0. And we have already seen that in that situation the reparametrization was orientation reversing. In the initial case, the parametrized curve was in anti-clockwise direction, but reparametrized curve was in clockwise direction. Now in the last case, just the example which we have seen, there phi s was what? S by root 2. So here phi dash is 1 by root 2 and this is greater than 0. So that reparametrization is orientation preserving. Only the speed is changed. So that is orientation preserving. And one thing more, that if the reparametrization is unit speed parametrization, then it is always orientation preserving. So this should be remembered, that a unit speed parametrization is always orientation preserving, because in this case ds by dt is greater than 0 for every regular curve. Next, there is a remark, and that remark says that if gamma t is a regular curve, its arc length s satisfying at any point of gamma is a smooth function of t. So if gamma t is a regular curve, if gamma t is a regular curve, its arc length starting from any point is a smooth function of t. Is a smooth function of t, and it can be easily proved because we have seen that arc length is what, from integral like t equal to 0 to t and norm gamma dot du. From here you can find that whenever you differentiate this, we will get ds by dt, and ds by dt is norm of gamma dot, and since gamma is a regular curve, gamma dot is non-zero, so its norm will be always greater than 0, so this will imply ds by dt is greater than 0, and this will imply that arc length function is a smooth function of t. So now we have our most important result of this section. So here is a proposition and that proposition says that a parametrized curve has a unit speed parameterization. A parameterized curve has a unit speed reparameterization if and only if it is regular. It is regular. So this is our main result of this section, that a parameterized curve has unit speed reparameterization if and only if it is regular. So let us go to the proof. Let gamma from alpha beta to Rn be a parameterized curve and gamma tilde from alpha tilde beta tilde to Rn be its reparameterization. So firstly assume that this reparameterization is unit speed. This is reparameterization map with phi of t tilde equal to t. Now gamma tilde of t tilde, this is gamma of phi of t tilde. Now differentiate this equation with respect to t tilde, so we will get d gamma tilde by dt tilde equal to d gamma by d phi multiplied with d phi by dt tilde, and this can be written as d gamma by dt into dt by dt tilde, since phi of t tilde is t, so we can replace this phi with this t, and here also. Now take the norm. So whenever we will take the norm on both sides, norm of d gamma tilde by dt tilde, this equals to norm of d gamma by dt into modulus of dt by dt tilde, and this will imply, since we have assumed that gamma tilde is unit speed, this will imply this norm is 1 and this equals to norm d gamma by dt multiplied with this modulus dt by dt tilde, since gamma tilde is assumed to be unit speed curve, and this will imply that d gamma by dt is non-zero. D gamma by dt, this is non-zero, since this product and this product is 1, so both should be non-zero. So d gamma by dt is non-zero, and this implies gamma is regular. That is, gamma is regular. So this proves our first part. Now conversely, assume that gamma is regular, and we will prove that gamma tilde is unit speed curve. So conversely, assume that gamma is regular, that is, d gamma by dt is non-zero for every t belonging to the open interval alpha beta. Now we have ds by dt equal to norm d gamma by dt, and since gamma is regular, this ds by dt will be greater than 0, and this will imply the arc length s is a smooth function of t, and this function is increasing also. So we will use this result. Now we have to prove that gamma tilde is unit speed curve. So for that we need a result, and that is very important result in differential geometry, and that is called inverse function theorem. Inverse function theorem. This says that if f from u to Rn is a smooth map from some open interval u of Rn to Rn such that Jacobian of f is invertible at some point, let us say t naught belonging to u, then f is bijective and its inverse is also smooth. So this is inverse function theorem, that if f be a smooth map from some open interval u to Rn, and this u is the open subset of Rn, and it is said that Jacobian of this map is invertible at some point t naught of u, then f is bijective near that point, actually near or around that point, or you can say bijective in the neighborhood of that point, bijective in the neighborhood of t naught, and its inverse is also smooth. So we will use this result. Here our arc length function is given to be smooth function of t. So this is the case here. Suppose this is interval alpha beta, and here interval is alpha tilde beta tilde. Here it is t tilde. Here suppose it is t, and this is a function S. Here S of t is t tilde, and this map is phi inverse, or here you can write this is S inverse, and this is curve, so this one is our gamma, and here this is gamma tilde. So if this is point, gamma tilde of t tilde is gamma of phi. Here we have not taken phi. Let us assume that S inverse is phi, then this is phi of t. So now we have taken S inverse is phi. Then from here we can now calculate our values. Gamma tilde of t tilde equal to gamma of phi of t tilde, and this will imply gamma tilde of, now t tilde is st, so this is function of t, this gamma, and phi is actually S inverse, and t tilde is st, so S inverse of st. So this will give us gamma t. Now differentiate this with respect to t, then this will imply this, that d gamma tilde by ds by dt will be equal to d gamma by dt. Differentiation with respect to t. Take the norm on both sides. So this will imply norm d gamma tilde by ds modulus ds by dt equal to norm d gamma by dt, and this will imply norm d gamma tilde by ds, and this is basically ds by dt, as ds by dt is greater than 0, we have already seen, and this is by definition ds by dt. So this will imply norm d gamma tilde by ds, this equals to 1, and this implies gamma tilde is a unit speed curve, and this was required to be proved. So we have proved that reparameterization of a regular curve is unit speed, and if reparameterization is unit speed, then its original curve should be regular. So this completes the proof of this theorem. Now we have the final result of this. So next we have our final result of this section. This is the theorem, and this says that arc length of a parametrized curve is invariant under reparameterization. So this can be easily proved. Let gamma from closed interval AB to Rn be a parametrized curve. And gamma tilde from A dash B dash to Rn be its reparameterization. Then we have to show that the length of these two curves will be same. Now let phi with the reparameterization map. Reparameterization map. Then we have, actually this is the situation. Here is closed interval AB and closed interval A dash B dash. Here we have our curve, the parameterized curve. This map is taken to be gamma, and this reparameterization is gamma tilde. Here it is T tilde, here it is T, and if this is point gamma tilde at T tilde, then this equals to gamma of phi of T tilde here. Here this map is phi, and inverse will be in this direction, phi inverse. And also remember, whenever we are talking about curves defined from closed interval, it means that it is assumed that this closed interval is contained in some open interval on which our curve is defined and differentiable, means it is smooth. So we are assuming that one, that these closed intervals are sitting inside open intervals on which the extension of this function is smooth. So now here just we have to find the length of gamma tilde. Length of gamma tilde is by definition integral A dash B dash norm gamma tilde dot T tilde dt tilde, and this equals to integral A dash B dash and norm. This is using this result. So this will give us that this will be norm gamma dot at phi t into norm phi dot at T tilde dt tilde, and this will be equal to integral. Now see here phi, this is actually phi at T tilde. Now phi at T tilde is T. From here phi of T tilde is T. So this is basically norm gamma dot T, and since phi of T tilde is T, its derivative with respect to T will be 1. So this will reduce to 1. So now we have a function of T. Here by property of definite integrals it is dt, and now the limit will be A to B, and this is basically by definition length of gamma. So we have proved that arc length is preserved under reparameterization. Here you can assume that this is gamma at A dash and gamma at B dash, and also this is gamma at A, this is gamma tilde basically, and this point is also gamma at B. These end points are same because in parameterization curve is same. So thus we have proved this, that the reparameterization will not change the length of the curve. So this concludes this lecture. Thank you for attending this class.